go greet them, yeah.
At least it's honesty. Every politician screw up, everybody knows it. You're straightforward with it, you know.
Anyhow. Good to see you all again. Can you hear me? I don't want to yell.
It's fine.
Greetings, everybody. Ni hao ma. How are you doing today?
Oh no!
Actually. And you lot?
On the upswing, Mr. Summers. On the upswing. Overall, events as of late have been eventful. But a lot of them have been prosperous.
Oh no.
So things have been well. But we're on the upswing of healing and the upswing of growth. Take a whiskey.
Excellent. I've heard y'all have had run-ins with Kettleman as of late.
I see. Many birds do like the troop inside our ears, Mr. Summers. And those birds serenade the song of truth. Mr. Kettleman has been a consistent plight for me and my people for quite some time. An overall offense to our very existence. We prove that he is not above the bulwark of Saint Denis.
All right. Well, I'm not really one for small talk, so I'll cut to the chase. I'll talk small business first, then big business second. We should have a small shipment of guns to you, hopefully next week, at least 2 bolt-action rifles, I believe, a double-barrel shotgun.
Yeah, and a Schofield.
Yeah.
Excuse me, just so excited those bolt-action rifles really do make me
Well,
right
one
down
of
to
them
my toes and my
bolts
fingers.
with a name and a telegram. The other one's clean. In fact, everything else should be clean.
Oh, even better.
Very good.
A clean crate
yeah,
is
right.
better than a dirty one, that's for sure.
Yeah, same prices as before.
That work for you?
Yeah.
All right, then. All right, yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Secondly, my friends and I are organizing a little race. Have you heard of it?
Yes. You want me to speak on this, Dunker?
What is that now?
Klaus came to me, and we bought 2 tickets to join the race. We were thinking Daga here, John Way, would be one rider perhaps. And then a second one, I'm not sure who yet, but we do have a young volunteer who wants to test his mettle. He say he's a good horse rider, but I really don't have idea. Me, I would probably crash into the first tree.
Yeah, that you and Bailey wouldn't trust behind the reins, that's for sure.
But yeah, we have purchased the 2 ticket, and it has been delayed till next Tuesday. Correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Apologies on that front. I will be preoccupied on Sunday. So,
No need.
right. I would encourage you to buy more. Not for my own gain, just because it'll be unlike anything you've ever seen. So, something to be considered. We also will not be allowing spectators. So races only. For obvious reasons.
Is there a limit on how many tickets we can buy?
That is a wonderful question. As of this point, we'd like to have a maximum of 12 riders, I believe. Off the top of my head. There are already 8. You'll have to ask Klaus. He is my, confidant in such things.
I'm
So,
afraid I haven't heard about the race.
Oh,
What's particularly special about it?
Well, I will not divulge the location, but it's quite a pretty one. It is a race of fists, brawn, and brains. Winner takes half the pot. So if we get 12 riders at 400 a pop, it'll be approximately $2,500. Should be something.
it sounds very interesting.
An experience indeed.
That's right.
This is gonna be really fun.
Klaus also mentioned that perhaps there might be second race after with wagons or something, but maybe.
That's the next one.
Sounds like
Okay.
Caleb.
We also have a third event in mind, but we're still working out the fine T's and I's of that one.
Yeah, that one's my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
No,
well,
no
as you know,
seedling of what it could possibly be. I mean, don't tantalize us like that.
let's just say it'll be quite a good source of entertainment, unlike anything you've ever seen as well.
Probably some kind of
I
duel
will consider be tantalized.
Third on my docket for you lot. I'd like to purchase another shipment of diamonds, or if you have sapphires, even better.
Now, as of late, Mr. Summers, diamonds have been a lot more abundant, coming out of the walls of many of the mines inside the crossing. So diamonds I can do. Sapphires, I'm still trying to go ahead and build up a certain number for you to make it worth your while. I do have, I believe, fair long we have 10 sapphires, yes? I do have that for you, unless you would like that number to grow just a little bit more. You can wait, that or I can give it the 10 sapphires too, with as many diamonds to whichever you would like.
Let's turn on then. I'll take the sapphires and, let's do 1,000 worth of diamonds.
You said how many diamonds, sir?
Whatever gets me 4,000.
Would that get you 4,000?
What do we agree on? 70 a pop, yeah.
Yes we did. Alright. Let me go ahead and crunch those numbers real quick in my mind, sir. Unfortunately, my brain is not an abacus. But, I will come back with a certain number for you for 4,000.
1,000, you say 4.
Oh, you said 5.
1,000.
Oh, 1,000.
Wait.
You said 6? Aye, yeah.
Clever.
After seeing if that mind is as sharp as I think it is, Mr. Summers. $1,000 then, of course.
We'll do 1,000, and then whatever you run me for the sapphires, I think it was 50 a pop, if I remember correctly.
Indeed, they sir, that it was.
All right.
All right.
Fair enough. We can do that transaction at the race if you prefer, just to save ourselves running around. The law are quite keen on seeing me in shackles once more.
How are they now? Have you been making that more of a hobby or more of a necessity as of late, Mr. Summers?
Truth be told, I've gotten the lawman that I want, and I can acquire the other ones whenever I choose. I like to make them sweat a little bit. Show the lamb the knife before the slaughter. But they don't stop coming, although something very peculiar did happen to me recently.
What was that?
The law came to me with a deal.
The law came to you with a deal. Negotiations. On what pretenses?
They offered me 2 weeks of unhinged chaos.
What?
In exchange that I turn myself in. Now, given they assume I'm not going to go after the law, but
What?
I've never heard of such a deal.
Dude, what?
That's what I thought. My head couldn't get any bigger.
Who?
Gabriel Cash is giving me a deal of a lifetime.
Cash?
Funny.
What?
Desperate, really.
you expect them to hold up their end?
What?
Or not worried about it?
No.
I've been worried thus far. Cautious, yes. Worried, no.
When you trust this cash,
No
you don't
cash.
think this is going to be a trap, dear Mr. Summers?
I feel
With a
so
man of your
betrayed.
caliber and history with these people, you would think they would be trying to do the best they could to try to give you the rope, or worse.
I reckon I'll be just fine. If they were going to trap me by now, they've had many opportunities. They don't see me when I slip into town by myself. For good reason. I think I'll be just fine. But that's not a matter of business, that's just me showboating.
There's nothing wrong with going ahead and being proud. Having
If
a
it ever
little bit of
comes
pride
out,
is fine.
man.
In moderation, of course.
All good things in moderation, I suppose.
Absolutely. Unless it's money. Then we can take as many of that as we possibly can. Alright, well, gym business aside, is there anything else to which we want to go ahead and talk about? I
It
believe
makes me feel sick too,
there's something else on the
Caleb.
docket. Many precious stones that come from the crossing.
Slightly.
You see, deep under the earth's crust and much of the pressure and years of discipline and work the earth does and take to create these wonderful precious stones. Diamonds, sapphires, rubies, and the most rare of them all, the emerald. If you go ahead and put down that young guy, may he never ever crawl back to whatever deep abyss of a chasm you put him in. I'm willing to go ahead and pay you that weight of conversation and emeralds. 30 to be exact.
And if he doesn't die?
Well, how thorough are you, Mr. Summers?
Last time I stomped Kettleman, it was 7 or 8 firefights. I told you once that I killed Jack Kettleman. I plan on taking a different approach if this deal goes through. I will fucking break him. I will crush his ego beneath my foot like a small walnut.
Like a small walnut. Huh.
The number of 30 emeralds will never change, Mr. Summers. You go ahead and hurt that man to a point at which he does not decide to rear that little snake of a head of his again. I will be sated. My people will be sated. My condition is only this. If you knock him down once, if you knock him down twice, if you get so creative that you yourself in your imagination cannot think of any more wicked ways to punish him and what he cultivates, I want you to hand deliver me Jack Kettleman himself. And I want to look into his eyes as he realizes the world is just too goddamn big for one Yao Guai.
Consider it done then. Just so the deal isn't vague. I'd like very clear terms. If he don't die, what am I getting? If he does die, what am I getting?
I said 30 emeralds. Every single time that you go ahead and hit him, I will pay you 5. At the end, no matter what, if he decides to give up after the second or third or whatever have you, I will make sure you get your full compensation. But there's a way to go ahead and keep the incentive going. I will hand you the 5 emeralds every single time until the job is complete. Or, if you hit him 3 to 4 times, and we're beyond the point of 30 emeralds, so 6 times overall, on the 6th time I want you to deliver to him to me, and I will give you the rest of the payment. Sound good?
Can do.
Alright. Consider your first payment given to you as soon as I hear from hopefully all those great birdies that whisper to your toe, and they sing me a sweet serenade of his demise.
As I said, this stays on this ground. I wish to catch him off guard.
Of course, there will be no one here who would ever whisper this to anyone outside of us.
Indeed.
We strive for the same thing.
Down, Jack Kettleman.
Yeah.
It's a perfect world for us.
You sure you want to wait till the 6th time, though? Why? Which is fine, I know how Jack operates. There'll be easily 6 firefights.
Exactly. Mr. Summers, it is not that I want you to wait 6 times. I would love for you to incinerate him the first time. I would like to see his ashes blown all throughout the wind. I would like to not have an inkling of Jack Kettleman anywhere in the crossing. I will wait the 6 times if necessary. If not, you will have it. A man of my word. And discretion and confidence in my people and organization, you can have too. Trust in that.
Alright.
If you succeed, Mr. Summers, and I hope in every fathom of myself that you do, this service will not be forgotten.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. And luckily, we were already friends anyways.
Absolutely.
Alright then.
Well, if you want to give me exactly about 2 minutes to delegate some numbers, the gems and whatnot, or actually, we'll do this on another day. You said on the race day.
We
Bring
can
the
do
gems.
race
Yes?
day. Sure.
Alright. Mr. Summers, out of good faith, would you like your first payment of emeralds on that day too? Just to save us a trip.
No, I'm a man who likes to keep his word. I'll get paid when the job's done.
Yeah, I don't know.
Understood. Well, until our next meeting then, which will be this Tuesday, At least for the gems. The weapons, when do you think you're going to have that at the ready?
We might be able to have the guns on Tuesday. Depends on shore.
Yeah,
We'll make sure the
I
money is
agree,
with the
well
right
shot.
people at the time, alright?
Yeah, if the shipment changes, I'll let you know. You can write me with a number, you can write Shaw, it doesn't matter to me either way. But right now, I know it's 2 bold actions, a double barrel, and a Schofield. Might be more by then, depending on how frisky we become.
All right. I do have one question. We have been talking to. He say that he can speak for you in certain matters. I just wanted to confirm this with you because I do not know the relationship.
Did you say Shaw?
No,
Mr.
Klaus.
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 Yeah, you can trust Klaus.
Okay, very good. I thought so. I just wanted to confirm.
Klaus is one of my oldest friends. So yeah.
How? Yeah. For a fox over there, remember Chinese lesson. This means good.
It's good. Yeah, I know.
Oh, indeed.
Very good.
How indeed. Alright. Type in, before we go, is there any other questions we have here for Mr. Summer in any capacity?
I'm good.
No, it's straightforward. It's just, you've tried to knock down Jack before. You think something's changed?
Plenty has changed. I am not the same man I once was. Neither is he. I'm not some governor sitting in a tower. I'm just a man who keeps his word. My friends have obviously changed since then as well. This lot are far more capable than the last. And we don't bicker like fucking school children over everything either. It also helps that a lot of us fucking hate Kettleman's guts just as much as I do. But I'm not gonna start a war over fucking nothing. A war is a strong word. I'm not going to slaughter the Kettleman gang for nothing.
Good business.
Oh, it's not just business. It's principle. Yeah, Kettleman is a Ramadan that barks far too loud in the dead of night while people try to sleep.
Yeah, Eric.
His ego is the size of Saints Crossing, when really it should be about the size of an outhouse.
You smell just as bad, too.
Damn straight.
Maybe that's what that mustache is.
It catches all the bullshit that comes out of his fucking mouth.
They still want you.
Excuse me?
Yeah, of course he does.
I would think so, yes.
We've met face to face, I think, 1 time since I shot him, Mr. Summers.
Mr. Summers.
Politeness goes very far, Mr. Summers. Always does.
I just didn't know you're still on a last name basis. Interesting. Well, I reckon he'll, shift his sights soon enough. Try to, anyways.
Oh, yes. You know, Kettleman is a very, 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 very paranoid man, Mr. Summers. You, and just your name, is an echo that bounces through the caverns that is his mind, never to leave. I've even heard it myself. You're looking for Gavin Summers. You must be looking for Gavin Summers when Gavin Summers was around, when Gavin Summers is. Gavin Summers dead.
Yes.
You
I remember, dude.
a nightmare to this man.
The very
The more
first
you
time
the
that
more
I
you say
meet.
my name, the stronger I become. Go on, go.
The very first time that I meet this Jack. Not far from here in the cavern. We were out picking herbs, minding our own business. And his group came up upon me, and apparently they thought that we were selling weapons for free to his enemies. I never knew these men.
He just makes
But what
things
I
up.
found the most, yeah, but what I found the most interest is that he claimed that I was taking orders from Gavin Summers. I had never even heard your name before at this time either. And that you are the puppet master from Sisica, solitary, pulling the strings in the crossing. These are his exact words to me. Then, of course, he stabbed me, left me for dead. But I thought that was very interesting.
So is it true, Mr. Summers? Are your fingers as long as puppet string as they say? Or is this man truly just this fucking fearful?
I'm just a patient man. Good things come to those who wait.
You're aware that they tried to execute him, right? State did.
Oh, I'm aware.
They failed, and so they threw him back in Sisica to be released later. Sort of mind-boggling.
Man, he just wasn't ripe like a banana. So threw him right back in the Sisica to ripen him up a little bit more.
I reckon my revolver will do much more than their faulty chair.
And we look forward to the result. Alright, I don't know about you, but I'm not one who likes to go ahead and be soaked on my way back to the city. So, what to make our leave. Gentlemen, my ladies, it's a pleasure to be able to see you again. Thank you for your time today. I look forward to see what these future endeavors entail.
To the future.
The same. Zaijian.
Saijian.
Good luck. Safe travels.
If you do want him, Harley, you let me know.
Excuse me, what was that, Mr. Summers?
I said if you do want him, Harley, let me know.
You see, I've thought about that countless times. But I don't see what it solves, ultimately. I've tried to kill him once before.
Figured I'd give you the option. I owe you that at least. Think on it.
I'll think about it.
All right. What was that saying you said of goodbye?
What's that?
In Chinese.
Zaijian.
Zaijian. Until next time.
Means to see you next time. Yep.
Zaijian.
Fucks.